joining in. Let's give 5 minutes more.
Okay.
DJ Tife, please continue the music. We are enjoying it.
And I am more. Believe me. This be? It's my herbal remedies. I'm really perfect.
Thank you all for joining. If you are just joining, we are giving 5 more minutes to those that will be joining soon. So by 12:05, we'll start. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from anywhere you are joining us. It's 12:05 and we can start the webinar now. So welcome to our April webinar organized by Africa Agility. And we all know the theme for this April edition, which is standing out in a competitive tech job market. Yeah. So if this is your first time joining, you're very much welcome. And for those that have been joining right from January when we started the webinar series, you are also welcome. My name is Moyu Oluwa Adetola, and I am the product owner for Mentor, which is the mentorship program in Africa Agility. And I am delighted to be your moderator for this session. I'm certain that you will find the information shared here today to be informative and valuable. The purpose of this webinar, yeah, is to share more information.
We have about 13 to 14 populations in this church.
Use yourself if
and we need them to start meeting. One, we want to know what is happening to every member of this church. And if nothing should happen to any member of this church that we shouldn't know within the.
Thank you. Please kindly mute yourself. So in today's fast-paced and ever-changing tech industry, it can be challenging to stand out from the crowd, especially with a lot of amazing tech talents that we have right there now. And it can be challenging to stand out and also to secure the job that you want. But with the right mindset, skills and strategies, which you'll be learning today, you can differentiate yourself from other candidates and position yourself for success. So during this webinar, our speakers will share their insights and experiences on how you can stand out in this very competitive tech job market. You learn how to develop your personal brand in a professional way and how to market yourself effectively to potential employees. We encourage you to participate actively in the session and ask questions when it's time. This is an opportunity to learn from the speakers, build connections, because we have people here from different parts of the continent, and also gain valuable insights that will help you achieve your career goals. So I'll be introducing the first speaker. Her name is Nana Lynn. So Nana Lynn is a LinkedIn optimization coach. She has trained over 800 plus individuals and on how to optimize their profile for maximum visibility on LinkedIn. As a consultant for individuals and businesses, she is committed to helping people look great and have a professional profile that represents them well. She says LinkedIn is one of the best platforms to use for building a good reputation as an individual, student, or business owner, and also a tech talent. And for prospecting quality professional connections and leads. But all this can be messed up if you don't know the right way to do it. So she says LinkedIn requires a certain kind of polish to it. And it's important to convey the right message and image to your LinkedIn profile. She's also an affiliate marketing expert and has generated across social media through great content and good positioning. She has taught many on how to achieve that too. One of her personal slogans is, don't settle for average. This is not even less. Don't settle for average, not just less. She carries an excellent spirit everywhere she goes. Lynn is one passionate, smart young lady that desires to see an influential Africa through the principle of kingdom, wealth, and purpose. She will devote her time, energy, and knowledge and network to see that dream come true. And that is why she's volunteering to speak to us in this month's webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nana Lynn. I should be speaking now. Thank you. You can take the floor now. Please, Tifele Spotlighter.
Thank you, Ms. Adetola. Thank you, Africa Agility. Thank you for this privilege. Okay, it's always an opportunity for me to serve. it's always an opportunity for me to serve. I don't know if you can make me a host so that I'll be able, okay, I can share my screen. Okay, let's go.
You're already a co-host. I think you can do that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you see my screen already?
Yes.
Okay. So today I'll be talking about building a strong personal brand online. Okay. So many of us, okay, we have our company all figured out. We have our ideal clients all figured out. We have our product all figured out. Okay. But there is something that is missing, and that is making you not to make those sales. Okay. And that is what it's called personal, is your branding. Okay. And a lot of people, they keep on complaining, oh, I'm not able to make so and so sales. I have all these, I have that, I have these. But I always tell them this, when I look at maybe their profile, I tell them that what is missing is your branding. Your branding is not strong enough. Okay. And it's something that can't be underestimated. You need to build your personal brand. It's so important for if you're whether you're into tech, whether you're into whatsoever industry. Having a strong personal brand is what is going to, help you to stand out. Okay, is what is going to help you, okay, to build that authority, to position yourself as an authority in your niche. Okay, so what is personal branding? Personal branding is the art and science of influencing the perception people have about you. Okay, so there are some people online that you're going to see, they have never come to you to tell you that I am so and so person, this is what I do, but you already have a perception of who they are. Okay, you already have that this person, she's good at this thing. Wow, I see this, what I see. This is because they've influenced you maybe with their content, with what they post, they show out to you consistently. Okay. In simpler terms, a strong personal brand is a thought leader. Someone is considered a leader in their industry, someone whose opinion counts, someone who other people look up to make decisions, someone who commands influence, someone who commands attention from others and impact others. Okay, so there are people that they can just write something online, and even if it's not, even if maybe it can be even be nonsense, but just because of the fact that they have made their image in such a way, you will just have to, whatever they say, you will just have to be doing it. That is what is called a strong personal brand. It's someone whose opinions count, okay? Someone who commands influence, someone whose attention from others and impact others, okay? That is what a strong personal brand is. And personal branding is all about finding your own uniqueness, building a reputation on the things you want to be known for, and allowing yourself to be known for these things. Okay, I'm a LinkedIn coach. People know me as a LinkedIn coach. This is because I've created materials around LinkedIn coaching. I've shown to people, I've shown them about my clients. I've shown them that, no, this is what I do. I help people optimize profile. You're in the tech industry. What do you portray to others? What do you want others to know you for? So when other people know you for those particular things, that is how you keep building your brand around those things. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing 7 tips to building a strong personal brand online. Okay. And the first thing is educate with your content. Educate with your content. Okay. Never assume that your content is too tiny or too small to share with people, with your audience. Okay. Teach. You're into tech. Teach. Let people know that you're into tech. Let people know about your company. Let people No, because it's when there's awareness about your company that people will know that, no, this is what she's doing. And this person will, and people will come for you for that thing. Okay, you need to educate with your content, teach people. Okay, talk about your experience. Talk about what has worked for you in the tech company, in whatever industry you are now. Okay, so teach, educate people. Okay, a lot of people want to learn from you. A lot of people, they want to know you, and for people to be able to buy from you, because buying and sales and marketing is the last thing in the sales funnel. Okay, it's the last thing in the sales funnel. But before you reach sales, selling maybe those your products and everything, you need to make sure that your audience, they know you, they like you, and you trust you. Okay, and making your audience like you, know you, and trust you starts with your content. Your content is content writing or content creation is something that cannot be underestimated in whatsoever industry you are now. Whatsoever you see around you is content. Videos, all of that, writings, all of that is content. And people, you take your time. Even watch when you come to my page is content. I take my time, I sit down, I write content. Okay, educate. Okay, talk about what you do in your industry. Don't just sit down with your mouth closed, because your mouth closed will not help you. Okay, let people know you. That is how you start to building your brand. Okay, let people know you. Okay, for these things. All right. The second thing is inspire with your content. Okay, let people know that things are possible. Tell your story. Okay, tell your story, how you were able to reach the stage that you are now. Tell your story. Okay, your experiences. Tell your failures. People want to know that, because there are a lot of people that are in one position or the other, that maybe they are not fine, and they need that word of encouragement from you. And people will always go to people they can relate with. Okay, let people know you, know the real you. Okay, inspire with the challenges that you're currently facing. Okay, I hope you guys are getting me. So inspire, talk. Okay, storytelling is something that cannot be underestimated. You need to learn storytelling. When you see all these big tech companies, if you read through their pages, they talk about what they have been going through, what they did, the partners, all of that. They write storytelling. Sometimes they use stories to get the attention of their audience. Okay, you as a person, build your personal branding. Build that. You build your branding with your content. Let your content be inspiring, because some people out there have a lot of challenges that they are facing. Okay, so the third point is use professional pictures. Okay, use professional pictures. Okay, these cannot be underestimated. When I always check people's profile, when someone comes to me and complain, I just tell you, I just go through your page. If the clients that you're looking for, they come to your page, will they be impressed? Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Will they be impressed? Will they be impressed, or when it comes to your page, they are repelled away? And your graphics, what you put out, should be good. If you cannot afford pictures, you can learn how to do photo editing with your phone. I don't know how to do that, but sometimes I try to edit my pictures at times. That apps for that. Ask questions. Ask those around. How can I edit my picture? Stuff like that. Okay. People say, oh, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge this. Don't do that. But people always judge a book by its cover. They always. And the first positive impression, the impression that you give out to people, matter a lot. Okay. People love brands that show them what life can look like. Okay. People look like what your ID clients are looking for, look like your future. Okay, have professional pictures about maybe your company, do your graphics. All of that has to be in place, so that when people come, they'll be impressed with all of these things. Okay, all these things matter to build your personal branding. Okay, I've invested so much in my pictures. I don't joke with that. I go to the studio, I take pictures. Once in a while, I do that because it's so much important. It is so much important. Okay, please, you guys should not joke with that. And the next thing is use videos. Okay, once in a while, okay, once in a week, once in 2 weeks, okay, let people feel your energy, let people know you, let people feel that your energy, let people see you, the way you express yourself, the way you talk. Okay, it's good for your brand, for your personal brand. It's so good. Okay, the number 5 is show lifestyle. Okay, show lifestyle. Okay, if you're having your company, or you're branding, you're offering one service or the other in the tech industry. If you have maybe a lunch with a client, okay, if you have lunch with a client, take a picture, snap, post. If you're going to maybe a beautiful place, take a picture of it. If you're in your office, you're working, take a picture of it. Okay, that is what, when you even go through LinkedIn, you will see that's what people do. But don't fake it to make it. Okay, don't fake it to make it. If you don't have anything to show for you, don't post. Okay, but those that have something to show it out. Okay, when people see these things, they can it attract people, it attract other clients, it attract people to work with you. Okay, number 6 is show up consistently. Okay, consistency is the name of the game in whatsoever thing you want to do. Okay, as even if you're starting out, okay, consistency is the name of the game. You cannot, the moment you stop, people forget about you. Okay, the moment you stop, people forget about you. That is just it. You have to keep showing up. Because every day things are evolving. People, new tech guys are coming up. New tech things are coming up. You need to show up consistently, show up innovatively, show up. Okay, no, even if it's hard, but I don't say that. I didn't say show up every day or post every day, but it should be at your own pace. Okay, but don't stop showing up. It should be at your own pace. You can show up 2 times, 3 times in a week. So people show up every day. I don't know how they do that, because I don't have that kind of strength. Okay, but I do that 2 times in a week. I post, and I don't just post. I write something that my audience can relate with. Okay, I write something that after that someone can even come to my inbox and say, I love what you did. Please, can you help me? Can you do this? Okay, show up consistently. Okay, number 7 is your networking. Okay, it's your networking. It's your networking. Okay, next, network with other experts in your niche. Seek them out deliberately. Attend their event. Pay for their event. Take pictures. Show it off. Okay. If you're in the tech industry, look for other tech people. Look for those that are doing amazingly well in the tech industry. Attend their events. Learn from them. Okay. Learn from them. See the way they are doing. Okay. And see how you can better your own self. Okay. Your brand is only as powerful as the company it keeps. Your brand is only as powerful as the company it keeps. Okay, let people see you, other big guys. It's very, very, very important for your image, for your branding. Okay, so all these elements I've shared they're all elements of building a personal brand. Okay, when you do all of these things, okay, it influences the way people see you. Okay, you need to be an authority in your niche. Okay, be an authority in your niche, and it's not just something that happened just overnight. Okay, invest in yourself, invest in your branding. Take pictures, show lifestyle, your network, all of that matters. Okay, all of that matters. All right, I just want to move to the next thing, which is managing your competition. Okay, managing your competition. Okay, we are all in an era where you're not the only one doing what you're doing. Okay, you're not the only one doing what you're doing. A lot of people do what you do. So how do you stand out in a competitive market? How do you manage your competition? especially if you're in a saturated market, okay? How do you overcome your sense of competition in your industry and manage, your relationship with your competitors, okay? How do you do that? The first thing is study your competition and acknowledge their edge, okay? Acknowledge their edge over you, okay? Look at what they are doing better than you, okay? Not what they're doing worse than you or what you can copy from them. No. What is your competition doing better than you? And you learn from that, okay? And you learn from that. What is your competition doing better than you? Is it their branding? Is it their branding? Is it their energy? Is it the way they put out their content? Are they selling better than you? You have to look at all these things. What are they doing better than you? If they're marketing better than you, check how you can better your own marketing too. If their energy, if they know how to attract, their energy, their vibe, look for a way to also, have that kind of vibe, hospitability, all of that, okay? The next thing is invest massively and continuously in yourself, okay? You have to do that so that you can unravel your own superpower in case you don't know. Okay, invest in yourself. Try to know your own strengths. Okay, it will enable you to fight from your place of strength, not from your competitor's space of strength. Okay, invest in yourself. Find your own uniqueness so that you'll be able to compete from your space of strength. Okay, invest in yourself. Some people don't even have time even to go and take maybe a course that will help them in one thing or the other, maybe in their marketing, or to help them find their own strength, what they have that is unique to them. Some people, they don't do that. Invest in yourself. It is so much important. Okay, it is so much important to invest in yourself. Okay, to know yourself, to know your own strengths, because it's from your own strengths that you'll be able to fight your competitors. Okay. The next thing is, okay, be very clear about your values. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Be very clear about your values. Okay, because when you know your value, you'll be able to know how far you're willing to go to compete with your competitor. What are your values? Is it excellence? Is your value excellence? Is your value passion? Is your value knowledge? Because if your value is excellence, it means you begin to compete from a place of excellence. If your value is passion, it means you compete from a place of passion. If your value is knowledge, okay, you compete from a place of knowledge. Okay, what are your values? What are the things that you cherish most? Okay, because it's from that your brand, when they know that, no, this girl, she is so excellent at what she does. Okay, she is so excellent. I love when she does something, when she works with the client, she is so much excellent. I love the way she does things. If another person, when he knows that, no, you're so passionate about what you do, another person will like, this girl, she is so knowledgeable. She knows a lot of things. That is what will distinguish you. People will know you for excellence. And I always strive for excellence. My own is always excellent. In whatsoever I do it excellently. I go an extra mile for it. Those are my values. That is what we distinguish you. What is your own? What is your own? What are your values? Okay. The next thing, know what is important to you and what you're willing to do. What are you willing to give? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to achieve to what is important to you? As you're in the tech industry, what are the things that are important for you to achieve in the industry, in your work? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to achieve? Some people is global recognition. Are you willing to go an extra mile for the things that are important for you to achieve in your industry? Are you willing to go an extra mile? Are you willing to take that course? Are you willing to pay maybe for media? Are you willing to do all of that? Are you willing to do all those small things? You need to know what is important to you and sacrifice. Okay, some people don't. There are some things that some people don't do when they just say, they're just so discouraged. Oh, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I cannot, and all these things, they limit you. Okay, for you to stand out in your competition, you need to be willing to sacrifice a lot for your growth. You need to be willing to sacrifice a lot for the growth of your company. You need to be able to sacrifice a lot of things. Are you willing to do that? Because all the big brands that you see, all of that, they were able, that backstage is not easy. They were able to do one thing or the other. They were able to sacrifice one thing or the other, to put in money, to put in their time, to put in their energy, a lot of that into what you see now. Are you willing to do all of that in order to stand out? Some people will keep complaining, giving excuses about one thing or the other, why they cannot do this, why they cannot get ahead, why. But excuses will always remain excuses. Is a person that is willing to act, is a person that is willing to go forward, no matter how difficult it is. I always tell people that when you take that step to go ahead, to put in your effort, to sacrifice one thing or the other, that is what will help you. Doors of possibilities will always open, and God will always make a way. Are you willing to do all of that, or are you an excuse person? Excuses will still only remain excuses. If you keep giving excuses, 1 year will pass. You have not done anything. Your brand is still there. You have not closed those deals. You have not taken what is needed. Okay. The next thing is, keep what is important to you very close. Okay. Stop spending your time, okay, watching others, watching what others are doing. Okay, that might get you distracted. Keep what is important to you close, very close. What close to you, like, let it be close. What do you want to get out of life? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? Maybe your industry. You have to keep it close and stop spending your time looking maybe very closely at what the others doing, your competition is doing, how they're achieving one thing or the other. Keep what is important to you very close. Okay, keep what is important to you so close. And the last thing is master yourself. Okay, master yourself. Master yourself so that you become your only competition. Okay, in order to stand out, it's all those small steps, all those small steps that you say, no, this is what I'm doing today that will help me to grow in this company. Let me do this today. Let me do this. All those small steps add up to be something, to be something big. Okay, master yourself. Be better than who you were yesterday. Don't sit down and fold your arms. Okay. Today, what are you going to do about your brand, about your company, or about, if you're in the tech, about the services you're offering? What are the things that you're going to learn that is going to help you to be better? Okay. Focus on that. Focus on being the best version of yourself. Okay, focus on that. Focus on that. Okay. Be an authority in your niche doesn't just happen. It's those small steps of growth every day. All of that sum up to be, that big masterpiece. Miss, I don't know if you can get me, Miss Adetola.
Hello. I think it's kind of bad. That's why I keep going on and on. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can get you.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I think I've spoken already about what I had to say. Okay. Most importantly, building a strong personal brand is what others see about you. Okay. Make sure that what you give out to other people, it's very, very unique. It's very unique. Okay. That perception of you should be very high. Okay. Invest in yourself. Do whatsoever is needed, okay, to stand out. Because you don't just stand out just like that. You invest your time, you invest your money, you invest your energy, you invest a lot with your personal development. Even those around you, you invest a lot. Okay. I think I've said everything that I was supposed to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate Nana in the chat box, please. So I know most of us here are just starting our tech careers. And one of the things I got rather from what she said is the storytelling part. As a new tech talent, you can start sharing your journey, right? You do not have to start telling stories about your professional career. You can start telling your journey, how you started the tech boot camp. Okay, you're done. Stories like that who might be watching you online, following your story, following the content that you have been putting out there. So let's, even if you've not even started, you've not gone through a tech training, you can put it that you are interested in learning tech. Somebody might just come to you in your DM and send you free boot camps in your DM because you've put it out there. You've put out there what you want people to know about you. So one of the things I got rather is storytelling. So now I'm about to introduce the second speaker. Tife, she's on this call. Please, when I'm done with her introduction, you can kindly spotlight her. So the second speaker is Uloma Opurom. I hope I got that right. Uloma is a LinkedIn optimization expert also. She's a resume writer and a career coach. She's passionate about helping individuals unlock their full potential and achieve their career goals. With years of experience in the career development space, she has honed her skills in crafting impactful resumes, optimizing LinkedIn profiles, and providing guidance to individuals at all stages of their career. She believes that in today's competitive a well-crafted resume and LinkedIn profile are essential tools for job seekers. She has helped countless individuals stand out from the crowd by developing resumes that highlight their unique skills and experiences. Our approach is tailored to each individual's needs, ensuring that they receive the support and guidance they need to succeed. She provides guidance and support to individuals at all stages of their career, whether it's navigating a career change, whether it is you coming from another career into the tech career. She helps individuals like that, negotiating a salary or developing a professional development plan. Aside working, she loves traveling and watching movies, and she's a fitness and healthy living advocate. Please welcome Uloma as she speak to us about the theme of today's webinar. Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much for the introduction. Okay, it's nice to have everyone here, and I'm really excited for this. Before we start, I would want to make few exceptions to a lot of things. Like I have been this meeting, although I was really prepared, but at where I am at the moment, I don't even have access to my slides, and also this one I'm going to share. I just quickly made it up like a few minutes ago. So it's not looking too good, but then the explanations will be more detailed. So I hope you indulge me, and I'll try to make this as interactive as possible and as interesting as possible. And I listened to the first speaker, and I thank you so much for the insightful teachings you shared. I got a few things out of it as well. Thank you. And thank you, Moi, for inviting me. Such a privilege and honor to be here. And my class may not take that long because I'm in a meeting. I just took a few minutes out to have this because I couldn't reschedule, like I just can't anymore. So we're just going to get started. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. So I'm turning off my video. Confirm if you can see my screen, please.
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, thank you everyone, and thank you Africa Agility for inviting me. So basically, we're going to talk about how to achieve distinctiveness in a competitive job market, tech job markets. So I'm guessing everyone here is interested in tech, or we're all trying to transition into tech. So we know that the tech is the new oil now. So everybody, even if you don't have any tech backgrounds, you're now allowed to do tech because there are a lot of things you can learn online, even without going to school anymore. You just have few materials. You have a lot of materials online to get information from. So yes, so this is, I'm just going to be basically telling us about how you're going to make yourself outstanding from every other person, the skills that you need, the things you need to do, the strategies that you need to adopt for people to see you, for you not to be like every other person in the tech job market. Yeah, so I'll be guided by the following content: introduction, your technical skills, soft skills, strategy, and conclusion. So yeah, this is my profile. I'm a LinkedIn optimization expert. I also write resume. I'm also a career coach. These are my part-time jobs. On the full-time, I'm a media strategist. I work in an advertising agency here in Lagos. And I also own a writing service businesses where we write LinkedIn optimization, resumes, SOPs, assignments, anything writing, we handle that for you. Aside that, I love food a lot, and I love working out as well. So that's that about me. Now, when we're trying to, if you want to transition, I'm particularly interested in people that don't have tech background, because I feel that if you have tech background, you're more like one step ahead of every other person because you studied it in school. So I'm particularly, my teaching today will be particularly talking about people like me that studied, let's say, arts, because that was my interest in school. I studied arts, but now I'm thinking like, probably I want to do tech now, or I've already started doing like, so that's the type of people I'm talking to. So I'm particularly not interested in those that already have the background of those that already did the tech in quote, like full tech in university. So for those transitioning, there are a few skills that you need that may set you out in a competitive job market. Now, you know, there are differences between your soft skill and your technical skill. Soft skill is a soft skill for what's it called? Customer service is the same thing for sales. A soft skill is the same thing everywhere. They are simple things. Sorry, please. Okay, so there are simple things that everybody is supposed to have if you're looking for a job, like communication. You're supposed to have teamwork spirit. You're supposed to have a problem-solving skills. You should be top-notch, time management. These are basic things. Like if you're looking for a job or if you're working, these are things that you need that will set you out in your workplace. So you don't really have to go to school for them. It's just something you have to develop by yourself or develop by learning and stuff like that. But when it comes to technical skills, these are skills that are particular about your area of interest. Technical skill in customer service is not the same thing as for people in tech, because it's there are two different backgrounds. So I can't use the same skills I'm using for customer service in a bank and now bring it into let's say data analysis or data analytics or data science. It will not work. So for technical skills, you have to. There's one for cloud computing. There's one for database management, web development, programming. It depends on what area you're interested in. You have interests in. There are ones for network administration, mobile, cybersecurity, machine learning. There are a whole lot of them. These are just the few that I could get for the course of this lesson. So whatever your area of interest is in tech, because we know that tech is quite diverse, like it's a whole lot of, tech is deep, like really, really deep. So it's very important for you to analyze your soft skills. You don't have to mix up soft skills with your technical skills, because basically your technical skills is what is going to make you stand out. It is basically what you are learning I think that is what they do in Africa Agility, because anywhere they teach you what's it called, coding, cloud computing, whatever, those skills are technical skills, but soft skills are the ones that you can learn by yourself. But technical skills are not always like that. So you should know, or I'm sure by now everyone must have known the area that they are interested in, because you will not be here if you don't have a niche that you want to create for yourself. So as you're creating the niche, find out where you are strong in. Do not decide that, data analysis is what is reigning today. Everybody's doing data analysis, so I now want to, maybe I should just do data analysis. Oh, this is where the money is now. You just start doing data analysis. You have to find your area of interest and the place you feel that you won't have, because most of us are running away from coding and all those SQLs and the rest of it. So if you feel that coding is an easy thing for you, well, you can try cloud computing and the rest of them. But if you feel that this is not what you can do, you can look for their easy tech skills or tech skills to learn, actually. So I think data analysis, you can do a whole lot of things without coding there, your Excel and your Power BIs and the rest of them. So the most important thing in this slide is for you to find out your area of interest and the skills that are required in that field, and you make sure that you be number one at it. Now, what are the strategies? Let's say you have these soft skills, you have these hard skills. What are the strategies that you need to put in place for you to be different, for you not to be like every other person, for you to be noticed, for you to be outstanding in your little corner? Well, number one on my list is that you have to create a very strong online presence. Online presence in the sense that number one is LinkedIn. Facebook, nobody really cares about your career on Facebook. We're just there to cruise. So on LinkedIn, this should be your number one place. Like, it should be your most visited social media platform. If you're trying to stand out, if you're trying to create a niche for yourself. Now, when you're on LinkedIn, on LinkedIn itself, you should also be outstanding. You should have an outstanding profile, more like having an optimized profile. Now, using the word optimize seems like just like a big word, but in simpler terms, it just means having the right keywords in your profile, having the right keywords embedded on your profile to increase your profile's visibility. For instance, let's say you're transiting to which text, let's say data analysis. Now you want to make your profile to read data analysis. Now there are certain keywords that are relevant in data analysis industry or in data analysis skills that you need to put into your profile. Where are you going to put them? You can put them on your headline, you can put them on your profile summary, you can put them on your job description section, you can put them anywhere, so that when someone comes to search on LinkedIn, like if they just come on that LinkedIn search bar and put data analysis or put Excel or put anything that relates to data analysis, provided you have that word on your profile is going to be among the ones that will come out in the search button. So that is basically what LinkedIn optimization is. So when you meet someone or tell someone to help me optimize my profile, simply what the person is doing is taking keywords that relates to your industry or relates to the role you're looking for, putting them, embedding them anywhere, plenty places in your profile to increase your LinkedIn profile's visibility. So when your profile visibility is increased, people can see you, recruiters can notice you, everybody can notice you. Now, when you have optimized your profile, as you're optimizing, you should also have a very good profile picture. Very, very good, because that is the first thing anybody sees when they come to your page. So you should have it. You must not necessarily go to the studio to take a picture. You can use your phone. You can get good lighting, use your phone, put a little makeup and put on a smile, and just take pictures. And you put it up and have a very good cover banner. Have a very good cover banner. It must not be, you can go to Canva, for instance. You go to Canva. Canva has free section. So you go to Canva, design something there, put it on your cover banner, and you're good to go. Now, also, you should also have a strong resume. Now,
hold on, ma'am.
yes.
Why you need that?
Sorry about that. So now, when you're also creating resume, your LinkedIn profile should be with your resume. You cannot have a LinkedIn profile reading your data analysis and having a resume saying something else. So your LinkedIn profile and your resume should be in sync. So because most times LinkedIn, in short, I want to say your LinkedIn is just as good as your resume, because there is a place on LinkedIn where you can just easily download your profile and just submit it as a resume. So you should make sure that the way your LinkedIn looks is the way your CV looks or your resume looks. So make sure that two of them are representing you very well. Now on LinkedIn, you should network with industry professionals, people that are also in your space, people that have already excelled, people that are already doing what you want to do, people that are doing big in data analysis, if that is your interest. Just follow them. You must not really send them connection requests. You just follow them, and when they drop updates, when they drop one or two things, you comment. You just make sure that you follow them back to back. And when you're also commenting, another way to also make yourself stand out on LinkedIn is by dropping intelligent comments, not comment like which comments? All these insightful posts. Insightful. Thanks for sharing. Insightful posts. Commenting for wider reach or something like that. All those comments are just cliche. They are basic. You should make comments that will make people want to check out your profile. Like, you know how because it's LinkedIn, everybody is connected. If I make a post and someone comments on my post, everybody that is connected to that person is going to see that comment, is going to see my post because that person commented on it. So the network of LinkedIn is so amazing, and so it's quite I don't know the word to use, but it's a lot of shit is happening there. So you need to make sure that you sell yourself at every point you get. Drop comments that are intelligent, comments that are quite engaging, that will make someone to be like, wow, let me check this person out. They will click on your profile and check you out and see that wow, this person is good. Let me shoot him or her a message. And not dropping comments like short comments that people won't even bother to notice you. I don't know if I'm making sense. So, and also for tech, you also need to create a portfolio. I don't know the area of tech you're interested in, or you do the areas of tech you're doing, but I know for UI, UX, product owner, product designer, and a lot of others, you need a portfolio. You also need to do some capstone projects. Is anyone hearing me, please?
Of course,
Yes,
can hear you.
I'm hearing you. Can hear
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. So you need to have a portfolio. You need to have you need to have completed some capstone projects. Now, how do you get this capstone project done? You can go to Coursera. You must not. Most of these courses on Coursera, at the end of it, there are some capstone projects attached to it. You could just do them and take a flash or something, save it in your own portfolio, and that is your own work. Your own work. You can check on Canva. There is how to create. I think there are some samples of portfolios too on Canva. You can create one. It must not be that fantastic, but yeah, people understand you're a beginner. You must not. Your portfolio may not look as good as someone that is already in the industry for 5 years. It's not. But let them know that you have a portfolio that you're willing. You just share the link on your LinkedIn page, on your LinkedIn profile, and when someone is checking you out, they would also want to check out your works. And the portfolio would speak for you because your capstone projects will be there as well. Now, on LinkedIn, again, you should also try to participate on competitions. Most times I see people, especially I see it a lot on my timeline, all this, there are all those people that teach data analysis and stuff. They do a lot of online competition for people, and they'll ask you to design a web or design something. I see them a lot on my page. Look for, especially if you're following people that the industry professionals in your area of interest. If you follow them consistently, you're going to see a lot of them even starting a competition or public challenges. Like there's this one that's called Common 100 Days of Coding and all those things. Those are public challenges. You just do them and make sure you update. You use the hashtag and post on your wall so that anybody that searches for that hashtag 100 days of coding, they're going to see your post. And when you keep doing that, you're increasing the visibility of your page and creating more engagement, and you're putting yourself out there. You should also work with a career mentor. Career mentor, someone that's already there, someone that is already where you want to be. So you should try as much as possible to reach out to the person, let the person know your journey and your challenge, let the person know your challenges and find ways to help you. Some people may not want to do this for free because of the country we are in. Everybody's looking for something that will put money in their pocket. But if you're someone that wouldn't mind paying, or if you're really, really interested in this thing and you don't mind paying a token for it, you can reach out to them and tell them that, see, this is what I want. I have been following you. I admire your work. I want to be like you, blah, blah, blah. Can you tell me just if they say that you should pay for a session or something, come on, you pay for it. Nothing good comes easy. You can't keep having things for free all the time. At some point, you have to pay for something. So if this is the price you're going to pay to be a tech guru tomorrow, come on, it's worth it. Now, you should also try internship without pay, especially if you're transitioning. If you have had 100 years of experience in customer service and all of a sudden you want to go into tech, and you know people will not hire you because you don't have experience. Now, how do you get these experiences? You just have to work. And nobody will want to hire you because you don't have experience. So what are you going to do? You have to look for internships. Internships. In Nigeria, internship, they don't even, you can count how many internships that pay. So you wouldn't, if it's something that you're really in for, you can just say, I don't mind, I just want to learn the skills. I just want to have this job, I just have the experience on my resume. You can just start up and you, if you're lucky enough, if it's a remote internship, perfect. You don't have to spend money on transportation or anything, you just be at home. And you just be learning. So you must not necessarily wait until you have until you get a job with a salary before if you want to transition. I think one of the major difficulty we have in transitioning is just getting a place to work or getting someone to give you a shot when you're just transitioning is very, very difficult. Once you're able to scale through this period, or once someone gives you a shot, trust me, you're going to, nobody will even see your back, like you're going to really be going too fast. So I'm just advising us today that we should look out for internships with or without pay. If you see someone that's paying you, perfect. But if you don't see, please just take anyone you're seeing, and provided you're learning, you're just there to learn. You're just there to get few skills. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, you're out, and you have experience. So you now use it to start applying for other places. Another thing on LinkedIn, I would also advise for you to be consistent in making posts. LinkedIn is such. When I first joined LinkedIn, I found it as a very boring place. Like you could make a post today, 1 week later, nobody has commented on the post. Like it's so boring, and it's going to affect, like you wouldn't even want to make a post anymore because you feel nobody is reacting to it. But then I want to also advise that we should look beyond people commenting on your post. Provided your post is having impressions, provided your post is getting impressions, like you know how LinkedIn will show you impressions and then show you likes and the comments. So provided you're having impressions, do not worry. People are seeing. Impression means the number of people that have seen that post. So that means people are actually seeing what you're writing. So do not be bothered or disturbed if you're getting likes or not. Just be showing up, be consistent. And while you're posting, also use hashtags, because it also increases the visibility of that post. So when you use hashtags, if someone comes to search for, let's say, 100 days of coding, because you had that hashtag on your post is going to pop up. So, but then do not use a lot of it. It's going to look like a child's play. But then when you're talking about a certain thing, just make sure at the end of the post, you use hashtags. Hashtags are related to the post. If you're talking about customer service on the post, at the end of the post, at the end of the post, you put #hashtag customer service, customer experience, sales, like all those as it relates to the post you are making. I think that is that about the strategies. I think that's the last, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know anymore. Yeah. So in conclusion, I just want to encourage us. It is not easy, especially if you're transitioning. It is not easy. I know people that have given up. I know a lot of people that have given up, but then it's giving up makes you basic. It makes you like everyone else. And we're here just to make ourselves stand out. If all of us decide to give up, that means nobody is actually going to stand out. That means the purpose or the aim of this class will be defeated. But if you have resolved that, whatever I have learned today, I'm going to put them into place. I am going to have a very distinctive LinkedIn profile. I'm going to optimize. You see, optimization, you must not really reach out to an expert to do it for you. You can do it by yourself. Like, it's even better if you do it by yourself, because you know yourself better. But then if you feel that I don't know what to write anymore, you could reach out to any LinkedIn person, anybody that optimizes LinkedIn. Tell them to optimize your profile for you. So I'm just trying to encourage us as much as possible not to give up. It's difficult. Like, doing this journey is difficult, because I have been there. And so my own journey is at some point, yeah, I've been there. I did the UI UX training, I did the designing and everything, but then I wasn't feeling it. So at some point I had to stop. I didn't stop because I wasn't getting job, but I started tech because everybody was doing it. Like my friends, everybody had tech, this, tech, that. I said, okay, I don't want to be the only one not lagging behind and stuff. So I just said, let me do it. I spent a lot of money doing the classes, but at the end of the day, I wasn't feeling it. And I left to find something that interests me. But then that doesn't mean that I can't advise people. Trust me, if it's anybody can give up, but it just takes few serious people not to give up. Nobody will be interested in your story if along the line you gave up. But then people would want to hear you out if you started this and you completed it and you got your aim and your purpose. People will listen to you when you share your story because you started this and you completed it. But nobody will want to hear you if you failed along the line. People are not interested. Nobody will even invite you to come and tell us how you failed. We're not interested in that. We just want people that started and completed. So I'm encouraging us here as we have started this. Let us complete it so that we would make ourselves proud and we'll just make ourselves proud basically and be happy and know that we have achieved something. I think that's basically all I want to say. I'm sorry my slides were not detailed enough. I just hope I've made few senses and all. Thank you so much, Muyi, for having me. I really
Thank you so much, Uloma. I don't know if you have just like 2 minutes to answer just 2 questions. Do you have time?
Sure.
Okay, so somebody asked, the person asked, are those soft skills that you mentioned, are they meant to be part of a person's resume?
Of course, yes. On resume, there's a column for soft skills and there's a column for technical or hard skills. So you should have them. One thing these days, all resumes are actually supposed to be ATS compliant. Now, this ATS compliant thing is just like a software, application tracking software. So when you have some soft skills in your resume, these days, recruiters don't even go through CV one after the other. They load everything up. In that software, and the software will pick CVs or resumes that have some keywords or skills that they need. So now, if the job you're applying for, say they require a soft skill of teamwork or something like that, and on your resume you don't have that, that means they're not going to pick you. Like your CV is automatically disqualified. So as much as you're writing a resume, please let your soft skills be there. It is very, 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 very important.
Thank you so much. Because of our time, we'll not be able to take the next question. But I've dropped your LinkedIn
Okay.
on the chat, so they can. I guess they can connect with you and ask you further questions. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Thank you so much. So one of the things I got from what Uloma spoke about, network with industry professionals. So you might be thinking that on LinkedIn, how can you network with these people? You can just search. Let's say, for instance, you're a UI UX designer. You search UI UX designer, you search people, then you search the location that you want to connect with people. You will find out that there are more friendly people on LinkedIn than on Instagram. I've tried it and it worked for me. You can just connect with them, meet up with one and say, oh, I'm just a newbie in product design. I would like for you to be my mentor. Anytime they have any projects, they can just tag you along and you understudy them and see what is good. You can even be involved in the project. So networking with, I didn't know it was true until I tried it myself, and I would say I've connected with a lot of industry professionals, and they are really happy that an African girl wants to know more about the tech world. So we've come to the end of this webinar, and I'm sure that you got 1 or 2 things from the speakers, because I definitely did. This webinar is not just for the participants, but also for me, the moderator, also joining, and I'm sure, I know that I've gotten 1 or 2 things, and I hope that with the information you've gotten from this webinar, you'll be able to start with building your personal brand. It's very important. You can just start sharing your story. Oh, I just completed a tech bootcamp. Now I'm starting my mentorship program. This is what my mentor spoke about. My mentor, he explained this to me during our one-on-one session. It's something you can always talk about on your LinkedIn page. It makes people follow your story, right? And when they follow your story, they see how far you've gone from how you started and how much you've achieved. So we've come to the end of this webinar. I want to appreciate everyone for joining. I want to appreciate the speakers for taking their time. Uloma was having a meeting somewhere else and she had to just leave and come. Thank you so much, Uloma. Thank you so much, Nana. I really appreciate. And for those joining, thank you so much. For the mentees, for the mentorship program, I hope you've gotten valuable information about how you can build your brand. Yeah, so thank you so much. Until until we organize another webinar for you next month. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. If you have questions, do not forget to connect with them on LinkedIn and ask your questions. They are there to help you.
Thank you, guys. So if you have questions, you could just chat me, send me a message on LinkedIn, I'll reply. All right, I'll be going off now. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining. Bye.
Okay, thank you. See you later.